All right, guys. So Wizkid is actually getting set, to be heard by his fans. A lot of fans are waiting for Wizkid on that one. The album Lungu Boy is coming out. Asake is set to drop a major banger. 3 albums in 3 years, and lots of Wizkid fans are actually waiting for that one. They can't wait. So Asake has this third album coming out this midnight, and one of the songs of it, the very first actually, called MMS, features Wizkid, and Wizkid FC are saying that, you know what, we're eating good tonight is Wiz, and of course Mr. Money definitely on that particular one, and fans cannot wait for what Wizkid is going to do on that one. Now it just seems like a couple of fans have been starved of the Wizkid magic for a couple of months right now. Yes, the S2 EP dropped a while ago with Zlatan and what they call and a couple of other guys on the album, on the EP, the S2 EP by Wizkid. But it just seemed like fans really want the Mariah album to come out. They cannot understand why Wizkid is stalling on that one. Now, on Gusto News today, we've got Wizkid for you. We've also got Asake, who is actually talking tough, ahead of the album release. Quite a lot of people are waiting. It's Asake's day today, and even for tomorrow as well. It's still Asake's day. Asake is currently smashing all the records right now, and is really doing it in a very big way. Now, Asake, who everyone knows, is set to drop his third album just by midnight, and Wizkid FC, like we said, are waiting for that one to drop, and they can't wait. MMS with Asake is also part of the album. Now a lot of people have been waiting, and Asake right now is actually setting all the records. Now Asake and Travis Scott active, the song they dropped just 1 day ago, over 1 million views on YouTube right now with the video. Right now is also actually gotten another record, which is Asake and Travis Scott active picks at #1 on the NG Spotify with 607,000 streams on the very first day. Now it is now the song with the third biggest first day streams on Spotify Nigeria history. Yes, it is the third biggest first day streams on Spotify Nigeria in the history of Spotify Nigeria. Really amazing on that one. Of course, we know quite a couple of songs also have a lot of big records. Wizkid still holds that record of the very first and the biggest first day streams on Spotify Nigeria ever. Wizkid and Zlatan IDK 626,000 streams on the very first day on Spotify Nigeria. We've got the second one, Rema and Charlie Poppy Benin Boys, 619,000, and the third one, which is a new one right now, Asake and Travis Scott with active on 607,000 streams on the very first day. We've got number 4, Burna Boy Higher, just released recently as well with 530k. Wizkid and Wande Code Ololufe 527,000 streams. Quite a lot of big records on there. 1 to 5, Wizkid #1, Rema Charlie Poppy #2, Asake and Travis Scott number 3, we've got Burna Boy at #4, and we've got Wizkid as well with Wande Code Ololufe at #5 as well. Those are the songs with the biggest streams on the first day of entry on the Nigerian Spotify record. Really amazing record on there. Asake also is doing really well on the global scene right now, guys. Asake is on the global Spotify top songs chart for the first time. Yes, Asake has dropped a lot of songs, but this one, for the very first time, Asake is getting on there. Asake with active, with Travis Scott, debuts at number 108 with 1.56 million streams globally. It breaks Malay and Justin Bieber's attention, which had 1.53 million, to become the biggest debut for any Afrobeat song in Spotify's history. Yes, so Asake just made another record right now. The song with Travis Scott active is the biggest debut for any Afrobeat song ever in the history of Spotify. That is a major record for Mr. Money himself. Now we don't know what the other songs are going to do. Asake has one with Lord Miller, a Brazilian female Latino artist, on the album as well, coming out this midnight. There's Wizkid also on there as well. There's Stormzy on that album. Of course, we know the Central C with Wave on the album as well. Quite a couple of features on there, and they are major. Yes, Asake breaking global charts on Spotify right now. First, and the biggest ever Afrobeat song to get the biggest streams on Spotify globally. Yes, that is a major one. 1.56 million streams on the very first day, displacing Omale and Justin Bieber's Attention, which had 1.53 million. Now that's amazing, and we can't wait. Asake, I said, guys, Lungu Boy album is going to top my last two albums. I can't wait to give you guys this. It's a special gift from me to you, and I cannot wait to share everything with you. Another one doing another major record right now is Rema. Rema currently is doing major strides in the music industry. Afrobeat is eating good right now, and Rema with his album currently did a major one in New York. Album listening was amazing. When the call was there, of course. But one big thing about Rema right now is that Rema just revealed that, guys, you know, a lot of our artists do a lot of Instagram, do Twitter, do Snapchat, do, you know, TikTok and everything. But guys, a major reveal for you right now. I'm gonna tell you for a fact, I love all these apps, but my best app is, wait for it, Rema actually loves Pinterest the most, and that is really shocking. Like, how can an artist who is not an artist, like a visual artist, you know, a music artist who sings, love Pinterest, you know, the most? Now Rema revealing this, you know, on the GRM Daily, said, you know what, my biggest ever, my best app, you know, my favorite app is Pinterest. I love Pinterest so much, and I really want everyone to know that one. Now shout out to Rema, who is doing really well with his album, and of course Zeba, there's Azaman. Just some days ago, Rema was seen teaching Barcelona players how to dance the Azama dance, and while the goal was dead support to, you know, Rema as well. And right now, Rema, I say, guys, leave all those Twitter and the Instagram and everything alone. No, come to Pinterest. Yes, that is the app that I love the most, my favorite app, because it is just what I love doing. I love designs and everything, and that is exactly my favorite app. Of course, as we end the news today, we've got something for you about Wizkid as well. Again, yes, we know a couple of years ago there was a very young artist called Danny Young doing his thing. Of course, we can't forget Connie Love with Clever J, Danny Young doing their thing, and quite a couple of other songs from Danny Young as well. Now, Danny Young in an interview just recent, actually maybe threw a jab at Wizkid, but he said, nah, I'm not throwing a jab at Wizkid, but Wizkid of course knows that I inspired him. Wizkid, when he came out, was a young guy doing his thing, doing all out your boy and everything, and it became a major sort of inspiration to a lot of artists coming up. Young people felt they could do big things because of Wizkid, Davido at that time as well. And Danny Young right now has come and say, you know what, I was there before Wizkid came out. I'm not saying I inspired Wizkid, but I inspired the generation that came after me. What do you mean by that? The generation that came after Danny Young was, and Wizkid said. So he's saying literally, I inspired the likes of Wiz, likes of David and Bonner and everything to become really good at what they do, to be able to dream big, to be able to say, you know what, I'm young right now, but I can achieve good things. Danny Young is saying, I was young at that time. Of course, I'm not saying I inspired Wizkid alone, but the generation, which was their generation, got a lot to learn from me, because I also was, young at that time where was doing big things. That is what Danny Young is saying at the moment. Now, shout out to Danny Young, shout out to Wiz, shout out to everybody. Mariah album by Wiz is going to come out very soon. Now, one thing that fans have been asking themselves also is, why exactly does Wiz and Bonner, why are they not talking about their albums right now? Grammy is going to drop the release date. The deadline is August the 30th. Does Wiz and Burna Boy, do they really want a Grammy? Now, if they really want a Grammy, they have to drop the album before August the 30th, or it is going to be over for them until 2026. Now, we don't know how that's going to pan out, but shout out to Wiz and Burna and everybody doing Afrobeat proud right now. Oxlade is also set to drop his album September. Of course, Oxlade is dropping that one. Oxlade from Africa. Mad album coming very soon. A lot of people have waited for that album for so long, and right now Oxlade is saying, guys, my debut album, actually Oxlade from Africa, is going to drop September. Guys, wait for that one. It is going to be a madness. I can't wait to give it to you guys. And of course, we also cannot wait to accept what Oxlade got for us. Guys, that's all we have for Gusto on this one. It's the news. Yes, we'll see you guys on the very next one. Please continue to stay safe, and God bless.